It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am super excited that our Everyday Inspiration series is back. Um, so there is Christy and Daisy and Dolly and Jennifer and Lisa, and we do this series once a month, usually around the 15th, give or take, if you're new to this series. And we all take turns taking a picture of something that is just around our house or around our town or something like that. And we use that picture to inspire a layout. So this month, this picture is from my kitchen. And there's lots of stuff in it. It's the spice cabinet and everything. So it's super, super fun to see everybody's take on this because everybody kind of went in a different direction, which is awesome. So I am using my January How to Kill a kit, which is basically Maggie Holmes' Willow Lane and Flourish, kind of what I have left. And what I pulled actually from the picture is there is a recipe book underneath all of the spices. And at the time that I think this was supposed to be for November, and then we took a few months off. At the time, I thought this picture would be perfect. So this is a picture of my grandma's lemon pie, which she's super famous for, at least in our family. And so I wanted to document the crazy love that our family has for this pie. Every one of them. We haven't actually gone to blows over the pie, but it could be close. So I wanted to document this pie. I thought it was a really cool memory and something other than just your typical everyday shots. So that being said, let me kind of tell you what I've done. It's not really a ton. So this background paper is from Willow Lane, and it is from the paper pad. And then I just had this scrap of pink chevron paper, and it was already cut at an angle. So I originally had put it on the top, but I really felt like the angle of the paper needed to be the same angle as the cut in the pie. So that's why I pulled it over to the left-hand side. And then I have a little tag holder. I don't know what you call them. It's a pocket, and it has a tag in it, which my plan is to actually write the recipe on it, because that was like pulling teeth to actually get it from my grandma. Like, we thought she spent hours upon hours. I think there's like 3 or 4 ingredients in this pie. It's totally crazy. But the back behind the tag was white, and I really felt like it needed a little bit of color. So I just took a scrap piece of paper from that blue floral that I backed the photo with and put it behind where the tag is. And then there was this piece of ephemera that says, "Hey, good looking." And I thought that was really just kind of cute. And then a little label piece on the bottom as well. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to write on that yet. I just kind of left it blank because there really doesn't need to be a date associated with this photo. This page could go in any of my albums any year. We've been having lemon pie since I was a kid. So I just kind of left it blank. So not sure what's going to go on there. Maybe like a roller stamp with like some fun phrase or something. So I have backed my photo with 2 pieces of paper, and then popped a doily in there. I felt like doilies and grandma's pie they just went together. And so if you guys remember my How to Kill a Kit with Style, it must have been, I really think it was November, and I had pulled all those sticker sheets. Well, this particular sticker sheet I had pulled, and that's because I had pulled it because I had this layout in mind. So I didn't actually use it, which is totally fine, but I knew that I wanted to. So I pulled the sticker sheet out. There's not a ton of stuff left. I pulled the baking kind of items like the utensils, and then those cute little containers at the top that say flour, sugar, and salt. And then a little mitten and a cake stand, and that thing that says family recipes. And then I remembered that there was some lemons in the sticker sheet, and I really did want to use the lemon paper from the collection, but because of the dark background, it didn't seem to flow. Like, I do like pops of color sometimes, but this one just seemed like it was going to be totally in your face and distracting. So it just sits over there on the side. I could have fussy cut some of the lemons out, but I figured that the one little cute little lemon up at top was perfect. Now I am grabbing these little cuckoo clocks, and I love the color, and I love the little extra decoration it gives to that bottom left-hand cluster. And in my brain, I'm like, cuckoo clocks and pie. Well, guess what? It's time for pie any time of the day, any day of the week. So to me, that was like, yep, that makes sense. So sometimes you just have to kind of come up with your own stuff. You have to make sure it makes sense to you. I'm sure that some people will look at some of my layouts and be like, why is that on there? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't go with that. Well, my brain is a little crazy, and cuckoo clocks and lemon pie totally go together. So if you can make it work, you should make it work. So I am committing. I have decided to put everything down. At this point, I'm like, do I go with the title that is Hey Good Looking and just leave it? In my stash kit, I have these thickers from Maggie Holmes, and they are just beautiful. And it has this word sweet, and I was like, oh, this pie is sweet. I mean, it may be a little tart, but it's definitely sweet with all that whipped cream on top. And the size of it just really fit perfectly to go up the side of the picture. So since I have added some gold there, I do feel like I need to add the gold in a couple of different places. So I'm going to add that little kind of I don't know, branch? Let's call it a branch. That little gold branch down there to the bottom, and then I do add a gold heart to that cluster that's just down there by the family recipes. And then I was like, you know what? It's not enough. I need some more bling. So more bling means Spiegelmom scrap sequins. So these are one of the new releases for January, and they are gorgeous. And there are so many in there, like 2 teaspoons, like of anything, if you're baking, doesn't seem like very much, or 2 tablespoons doesn't seem like very much, but let me tell you, 2 tablespoons of sequins, and it's a ton. Like, I'm not sure I'll ever make it through it, all of them. Okay, I will. I love them. So there's the hexagons, there's the inside hexagons, There are little gold stars that are hollow. There are plain gold stars, and then regular gold circles, and they are just gorgeous. So I was testing out there if the light was making a difference, and I realized it totally made a difference. So here are some close-ups. I do have some close-ups of those super pretty sequins right there. Aren't those pretty? So if you need them, head over to Spiegel Mom Scraps, and you can use my code to save 15%. It's just Crystal15. And remember to check out everybody else and wear your crown. Bye.